Imagine you wake up, it's the summer of 2014, you open your 12-year-old PC and boot up Counter-Strike 1.6 because your PC is not good enough for CSGO. You press create new server and play with bots. That's how my life was 10 years ago, and the best thing is that I can experience this thing today, tomorrow and in another 10 years from now. That's the beauty of Counter-Strike.
What's your problem, Grim? What is your problem?
Now let me ask you this, do you think Counter-Strike had any effects on the world? Ignore the fact that I mentioned CS 1.6 and think about the whole series. Debatable, right? Let's start from the beginning. Counter-Strike first started in 1999 as a Half-Life mode made by these two people. In mid-1999 they decided to release the game to the public as a beta. In June 2000, Valve announced that they will take over the Counter-Strike project. In 2003, CS 1.6 was launched. The following year, 2004, CS Source was released to show off what the Source engine can do. Nobody really liked CS Source and many people decided to stay on CS 1.6. CS Source was a game that would eventually tease the release of Half-Life 2, but we all know what happened. If you don't know, the Half-Life code was leaked to the world by some German hacker and they found CS Source. They decided to rush the game so that Half-Life fans would at least get the game. In 2003, CSGO was launched, and that's where most CS fans started having a serious gambling addiction and lose all of their life savings on guns with color.
Na! Hai tata, hai tata! Ah! E jerpelit! E ca dracu! E muscurit, e de aruncat la gunoi. Doamne ajută să nu fie 200 de euro. Doamne, ce asta e?
Come on. 3, 2, 1. Tighten holo. Tighten holo. Tighten holo. Tighten holo. Tighten holo. Tighten holo. Tighten. Oh no! What? Oh my god!
Whoa! What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god! Ce cuțit e ăsta? Factory new! Oh my god, nu există!
You probably wonder where is CS Condition 0. It's not here because no one really cares about it. Now that you know how this game was created, well, kind of, I just explained it really fast. Its history is far more advanced and would probably deserve its own separate video. Alright, so now let's say you technically know the history of the game. Now, what's the game about? You can probably tell from its title. It's a strike from the counter, a counter-strike, a strike from the opposite side, a strike from the counter-terrorist to the terrorist. Please don't let me make jokes again. Let's start with the game modes. First we have bomb defuse. The CTs defuse a bomb planted by the T side. Then we have hostage rescue. The CTs save the hostages. We all know these two game modes, but did you know the game used to have 4? OG 1.6 players remember the VIP mode, but there was also an escape mode that was the opposite of VIP. Not a random CT is chosen as the VIP and needs to be escorted to the helicopter zone. Escape is the same, but the T side needs to escape the CTs. You can probably tell why these two were removed, and also we can consider hostage mode as removed because nobody really plays office anymore. So now we only have bomb defuse. But many other games like Valorant have bomb defuse. What makes CS so special? Shut your goofy ass up. Where do you think every other game you talk about got their idea from? Yeah, now sit down and listen. Counter-Strike was the pioneer of competitive FPS games. It basically created a whole new genre. I'm talking about tactical FPS games. The games of its time were Half-Life, Quake and Doom. I am not going to count Fallout or other game like that because I'm talking about FPS games. So we can say that Counter-Strike was the first tactical FPS game to ever exist. Not that we somehow know the history, what the game consists of and how exactly it shaped the whole FPS genre, let's finally talk about what you have been waiting for since you clicked the video. How did Counter-Strike exactly affect the gaming industry? First of all, it created a new aspect of FPS games, and that is the competitive scene. CS is one of the most, if not the most competitive games of all time, with all sorts of good players competing in tournaments all over the world. This game introduced the world to a lot of new concepts. Well, at the time it wasn't that hard to be original. Let's take for example the Simpsons paradox. I don't know if it's called like that, it just sounds like what a smart person would say. You cannot be original as somebody has already did that. This is how all of those crazy Simpsons predictions came to life. They just created everything that came to their mind, and eventually some of their ideas came true and many more would become true. So now let's introduce this to our case right here. Those two friends that started working on Counter-Strike thought about something new that probably already existed as an idea or project that never saw the light of the day. And here also comes some kind of butterfly effect. Did those two random guys that just liked Half-Life think their average idea would actually go and become one of the most known titles in the world today? Not really. Now this right here can prove that Counter-Strike is by far a game that was made for success, and that success is why it is very influential and why it was the game of our childhoods. Hold up, why did I start talking about paradoxes? I don't know, I thought it would like make me look a bit smarter, but now for the real conclusion. Counter-Strike is a game no one can really compete with, and it will always be in our memory even if we're playing CS5 at some point. So now for your answer, did Counter-Strike really affect the world or like change the world as we know today? I lied in the first 10 seconds of the video. Indeed, it is very debatable. As I said earlier, somebody probably already thought of that idea, but these two guys just made it work. I'd say it changed the world of gaming, but not really the world as we know today. Like, if Counter-Strike wasn't created, there wouldn't be a big asteroid hitting the earth. Yeah, so anyways, this was the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe leave a like, subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.